I just got back from seeing Alan Wake 2 at a not-so-secret location near to Gamescom. I got to see 40 minutes of gameplay, and I have many thoughts, almost all of them good. First up, what did I actually see? Previously, journalists have been able to see gameplay of Saga Anderson, the game's new playable character separate from the titular one, but today we got to see the man himself, Alan Wake. I wasn't the only person from the PC Gamer team to see this though. Josh Wallens also saw it, and you can see his impressions of it on the PC Gamer website. The gameplay showcase started by showing us a cutscene done in live action of Alan Wake on a talk show. That's right, Remedy are back at it again with mixing live action footage with in-engine rendered scenes. And they're doing it smoother than ever. Other than some maybe a little bit janky ADR.
So does what get old?
Publishing a new book.
This is a really cool scene, and this new character, Mr. Dawes, who's hosting, I get the feeling he's going to become a bigger part of the overall game. However, that is just speculation, and it remains to be seen when the game releases fully. From there, we moved into a section of the game that we've been told was reasonably early on. Alan is deep in the dark place, which is manifesting as New York, the place he himself wrote about so frequently and lived in for a big portion of his life. We can see the original game's mechanics brought into the modern age. Shining your torch at enemies has wonderful flashing effects and lighting, and there's even new mechanics, like this reality-shifting, light-moving thing, reminiscent of the, I believe it was called a Deluminator in Harry Potter. And I've got to say, as simple an effect as it probably is, switching a light on and seeing the scene in front of you instantly change into something completely different, it makes my mind reel a little bit. It's a really jarring thing. This mechanic's not the only new mechanic though. Previously in the Saga Anderson gameplay, we got to see her detective board. Alan Wake is inside his own mind, kind of, but a physical manifestation, so he doesn't have a mind palace. In fact, you just teleport to the writer's room that Alan is stuck in trying to write this story. And you can help him write that story. One of the most interesting mechanics is easily the plot board. As you explore the world of Alan Wake 2, you will come across different scenes and different clues that will play out in the world. You can attach these clues to scenes to change the environment around you, much like with the previously mentioned light shifting. Except this time, instead of just opening doorways or moving some trash out of the way, you're changing the entirety of what's happened in this place, and potentially changing the story for not only what Alan is seeing, but the people in the real world too. Presumably this will have an effect on Saga Anderson's gameplay and story. Now, we were told that there are always correct solutions to these scenes and clues. There's always a correct clue to match up with a scene, but you can match up quote-unquote incorrect clues to scenes and have it show you something different. Maybe it'll give you some items. Maybe it'll just let you uncover more of the story. This game in general appears to really emphasize exploration. In the 40 minutes of gameplay we saw, there were points where the person playing the game would occasionally look down an alleyway or walk past interactable objects, and I couldn't help but think, I wonder how much content was in there. Would it just be a couple of lines, or would it be a whole side mission you could go on? Obviously, this isn't an open world game. Unlike Control, you won't be able to explore an entire incarnation of New York. However, it is implied through the gameplay that I saw that there will be a big focus on exploration, especially through these scenes and clues where you will be able to move around and change the space around you to be able to explore the same place different ways. In a Q&A afterwards, Sam Lake even said that some of the puzzles in the game will require you to purposefully pick the incorrect clue in order to go and find the right clue, return to the original scene, and change it with the correct trajectory to make the story go the right way. One thing I really want to point out is the visuals. This game is a stunner. Absolutely boggling to look at. There were points in the past where I've looked at screenshots of the game and I'm like, yeah, that's key art, you know, that's nothing. That's not going to be in the game. Control was an absolute visual stunner. In fact, Remedy have always made visual stunners for their time periods, and this is absolutely no different. This game is visually outstanding. It's so dripping with atmosphere. Even if it's not directly scaring you, there is a palpable sense of tension. The reflections, the colors of the light, the way the shadow people of the darkness move around and try to attack Alan Wake. Please stay here at PC Gamer, check out the website for more Gamescom coverage, and be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.